Welcome back. Now it's World Gin Day today, a global celebration of that drink, but we're keeping it local for today. We're joined in studio by comedian and entrepreneur Mashabela Khalane and mixologist Gareth Wainwright in just a moment. But right now, let's just go across and see what Lindy Wesitoli has put together when it comes to a World Gin Day.
The evolution of gin. It's a spirit that struggled with its reputation for more than 300 years. But lately we've seen it become the poison of choice at all the trendiest spots and parties. To better understand this evolution, I turned to a gin connoisseur.
We have this thing that gin is an old man's drink. We used to think that it has a bad reputation. But now it's become a cool kid's drink. Why do you think that is?
When you started having the new distilleries and like newer blood come into it, they kind of took it in a more, I feel like it's a more culinary spirit nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like it is more about all the botanicals and citrus that goes into it. A lot of the older generation gins are just very juniper forward, which has that very piney flavor that a lot of people don't really like. So a lot of the newer gins are smoother, they're meant more for like sipping, and they have a much deeper flavor that it's kind of like drinking wine, you know?
Damon is the brand ambassador for Brooklyn Gin. The brand is originally from New York, but has now been launched in South Africa.
New York City is basically the cocktail capital of the world, right? There are definitely gin bars that exist around the United States that are solely, gin focused. But I think overall, we started seeing the same thing that you're seeing in South Africa about 10 years ago with gin. And a lot of the people who started the new gin companies were the people who were bartenders back 10, 15 years ago. And they're like, all right, you know what? I could see myself making gin and making a very good one, and then kind of seeing it blossom from there. That's actually kind of how Brooklyn Gin started.
So what are you going to make me today? I think I like something sweet.
Okay, we're going to do something sweet and refreshing. We're going to do a bee's knees cocktail. It's gin, lemon juice, and honey syrup. But if you say, what are we going to make today, you better jump behind the bar with me. Come on.
You're going to make me work?
No, I just want to show you firsthand how to
Working for my drink.
So you can make it at home.
Here at home, we're seeing more and more people crafting their own GNTs, such as comedian Mashabela Khalane and radio personality T-Bo Touch. At the moment, we have over 200 distillers in the country, with an estimated annual turnover of about 1 billion rand. And that number is growing.
Okay.
And that's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We can say cheers to that. Lindy Wesitoli, Johannesburg.
Oh, this is good.
All right, cheers to that. Now, it is World Gin Day today, and the global celebration of that drink is what this is all about. Now, I'm joined in studio by comedian and entrepreneur Mashabela Khalane and mixologist Gareth Wainwright to talk about World Gin Day, specifically about gin in South Africa. What's going on within the world of gin in South Africa? Let me start with you, Mashabela. First of all, how do you come from being a stand-up comic to now having your own brand?
Like I said, you need something to fall back on.
Yeah.
Comedy doesn't pay that well unless you are Trevor Noah.
Okay, all right. Now, your brand is based on moringa, which is, I mean, everyone's talking about the moringa plant around the world. It has a lot of healing factors and so forth. How did you get to choose moringa to infuse into gin?
Actually, there was a gin revolution going on. I thought I just need to jump on. And I thought of a plant, because I'm from Limpopo, and moringa is from Limpopo.
Yeah,
and I've always wanted to do something with moringa. I did a juice. The reason I've got a gin today, I used to do a juice, but the problem is that I couldn't do do it right in terms of the formula. So when I transport it from Limpopo to Joburg, when I got here, it has fermented, it's alcohol already. So I just thought to myself,
Because it's hot all the way from Limpopo to Joburg.
so why can't I just do a gin that you can drink it and not feel guilty, drink it with a product that really helps, which is moringa, so you heal yourself while drinking it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've realized most of men from South Africa are obese. They don't want to exercise, and they've got that mentality that moringa has got an aphrodisiac. So that's where I come in.
Okay, they're very wrong, aren't they? Okay.
No, you must try it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've tried
you'll
moringa,
thank
but-
me later.
Is it? No, right. Okay, I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Literally, I'll give it a shot. Okay, Gareth, let's talk about the gin craze around the world. It's lasted so long. Everybody's talking about gin all around the world. In South Africa, explain to us how, firstly, how come it's, is stuck? And secondly, what's going on gin-wise in South Africa?
I think, well, the biggest thing that I noticed in my career was that there was a very large amount of vodka drinkers and light spirits drinkers. To transition from a light spirit to another light spirit was pretty easy. And I think for a large amount of time, the idea of what a gin was something that your grandmother used to drink. It was something that would make you depressed. And since then, people have kind of learnt it's not the case. What also I think has really helped it stick is that the way the gin and tonics are served with a whole bunch of extra garnishes, and people can be expressive with that as well. The amount of distilleries as well that have also popped up has made things a lot easier. So instead of you having 2 gins behind a bar, for example, now you've got 40, or in my bar's case, 102.
Wow.
So we have so many different options to choose from, and people can find a gin that fits in well with their lives, all their lifestyles.
Talk to us about some of the more prominent South African gin brands.
My business partner's Ginologist. They've got quite a following. In Varosh, we're one of the founding distilleries and sort of the pioneers in the South African landscape. They still make incredible gin. There's also Musgrave and the guys down at Salt River. So there's a lot of guys who are very, very established, and I think they work very, very hard to create a global quality product. It's very hard to make a good cocktail with bad booze. So
There's also moringa.
and there's also moringa,
That's one of the
which we do stock. So, but yeah, it's really, really important now that people also understand quality, and that's one of the reasons I think it's stuck.
What's the best way as a mixologist to serve gin or to prepare a gin?
In a glass. But you
Yeah,
you can serve it however you like. I think the Spanish way of doing it in a ballon glass, where you add a lot of ice and you add a lot of tonic. The secrets to doing a really, really good gin and tonic is working in parts. So if you have a 200 can of tonic or 200 ml of tonic, you've got a 50 ml of gin. You can taste the gin. There's no point in spending a few $100 on a great bottle of gin if you can't taste it.
Yep.
And then your tonic as well should be cold. If your tonic is cold and you don't pour it too quickly over very soft, wet ice, then you manage to get a lot more bubble and it tastes a lot better. Very much like champagne if you do it right.
Okay, that's very intricate. I never thought about that with the gin. Mashabela, you want to prepare something for us?
Yeah.
Show us how you do it.
It's not a fruit salad. I'm going to keep it simple and clean, because most of the people, they mix gin with lemon, cucumber. Because now people are drinking gin now all of a sudden.
Yep.
But the garnish that they put inside the gin, sometimes it kills the flavor. So you need to keep it simple. So this is moringa pink. So it's got berries in it. So I'm going to keep it simple. Just need ice.
Okay. Glass didn't break.
Because I've been drinking for quite a long time. I can mix this without using the tot glass that they normally use.
That's impressive.
Because I take my drinking career very serious.
I was about to say it shows.
Yeah, it's passion right there. And you can't manage to be sober in a marriage, so you need moringa gin.
So this is all for the married folk.
Yeah. For those out there that are married.
What is that you're putting in?
It's called, it's berries, it's dry berries. Yeah, to give it flavor.
Okay. This is all very intricate, isn't it?
Yeah. For me, it's like me holding a microphone, telling jokes.
Okay, and there's
this is thyme.
do all gin drinkers go through this whole process?
I think a lot of people
Yeah,
do.
and this is grapefruit.
I think that what
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's World Gin Day.
Let's do this. It looks so beautiful.
It does
and
look very beautiful for Saturday morning. I'm going to skip tasting it. Thank you very much. Just any festivities taking place for World Gin Day at all?
Yes, we're doing a nice big party at our bar in 1 Fox Street, the Little Fox. So we're hosting Mikasa out there. There's a couple of his gins are over there. We're going to be having a whole bunch of entertainment there today.
It's not Mikasa, it's Jay something.
It's Jay something. Sure. The lead singer of Mikasa. And there's that today, and then also Whiskey and Gin Live next week, which is going to be quite exciting, and down in Durban. So yeah, there's going to be lots of gin activities going over the next 2 weeks, but today it's a good one.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing the gin and comedy marquee at Durban July. If you want tickets, just follow me on Instagram.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in trouble for all this advertising. There goes my salary. Thank you so much, guys. Fantastic. All right, listen, Mashabela, thank you so much for coming through. Gareth as well. Good luck with everything. It's fantastic to see people paying so much attention to their alcohol. Let's check in now with the Weather Center.